What's up, viewers and subscribers, and welcome to Gamercast MS. Or if you didn't already know this channel, welcome back. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna start a new thing on this channel called Stories. So sometimes now and then, I, Sebastian, and maybe Marius, and the new member on this channel called Pondless, will share some of their funny stories on this channel. So I'm gonna start with this one, and this is actually a recent story for my local Gamestop. This is the point why the gaming industry is changing to the bad thing. Only to the bad thing. You know, it's rare sometimes that that good things will happen in the gaming industry, and when they finally do some good stuff, we appreciate it. But you know, when the bad things happen, we don't at all. So we're gonna start, okay? So first of all, we're gonna start from the very beginning of the whole topic of the story. So you know, recently at E3, Activision confirmed, Call of Duty. If you haven't heard this before, all the DLC exclusively for Xbox One will, and generally Xbox 360 as well, will move on to the PlayStation system instead. And people are really frustrating about this decision, because if you're for Microsoft and Xbox and all that, you hate it as well. So now PlayStation got all the DLC early, and if you want to hear my opinion about that, just stop that thing, just make the DLC day one at all consoles instead of, oh, we got it, we got a month before you, in your face, Microsoft. But we also got any other bad things about that. Well, I'm gonna clear these things out, okay? I hate the war going on between the PC, PlayStation, and Xbox, and especially Wii U. I'm talking about Nintendo. Wow. Anyway, so normally when I buy games, I will go to my local GameStop, because that is where I found the most cheapest game for me. And you'll probably think this is funny, because that is actually the truth behind games in Denmark. They are cheapest in GameStop sometimes, actually. Anyway, so I go normally in there and talk with them, the staff, to the 3 hours after I bought or asked my question, and we talked about games, parties, all that related fun stuff, about women and chicks and all that. Never mind, that's another topic. Suddenly, I can't remember the day, but anyway, it was a really sunny day. If you want to hear the details about that, I woke up and I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic right here. I'm sorry. Suddenly this kid comes into GameStop and asks, "Hey, how much can I get for my Xbox One?" And the staff ask, "Why do you want to sell your Xbox One?" And just a quick note. My local GameStop really hates people preferring PlayStation 4 the Xbox One, and that is not a joke. They really talk shit about the PlayStation non-stop, like they have something against it, and I don't really. But this kid asked, "How much can I get for my Xbox One to get on PlayStation 4?" And he asked, "Why do you want to sell it?" And he says, "Because I didn't want this in the first place. I kind of, that was a bad buy for me." And at that point, and a quick note again, this was actually after E3, so where this is getting to the point. And I was saying like, why do you want to sell your next gen console for another next gen console to receive some games you can't get on Xbox, which is completely respectable, because Uncharted is really fantastic, a really fantastic looking game. That was the word I was going through. But that is where it hit me. Oh my! I said to as soon as the kid left GameStop, I said to the staff, "Oh my God, he fell for the Activision shit. He actually wanted to sell his Xbox One to receive the early DLC for his Call of Duty, beloved Call of Duty." And of course, he's a kid, 10 to 11. And normally don't say all kids play Call of Duty, but come on, this is the real world we're living in, and it is actually rare where you find some kids, few kids, whatever, don't play Call of Duty, because I'm not saying all kids are playing Call of Duty, but it is rare to find someone who doesn't. And people down there in comment are maybe going nuts about it, but I don't play Call of Duty. I don't say all, I just say it's really where you find some people who would not play Call of Duty at the range of the kids, you know, the children on that. This is a perfect example of the gaming industry really using kids to buy their products. This has been around for like years now, since the 1916, so now, where, you know, they market the product to be children safe and all that, you know, children used to, oh, we want this shit. But this is the problem where the gaming industry is going really bad, because why do you want to sell your console for another console just to receive some fancy DLC a month before? This shit really has to stop, because this is only a month we talked about. It's not like the end of the world. And look at the bright side also, for your own purge, okay? If they receive the game, you know, the zombies before, you can just look the fucking Easter egg as well as the map up on YouTube. I know people are saying, but I want to play. That is respectable, but it's only a month. It's not because we're talking about the Tomb Raider stuff Microsoft are doing with, you know, a whole year before it will see the daylight on PlayStation, which is completely a disaster if you ask me. But again, Microsoft and Phil Spencer had said they are not responsible for Square Enix's decision about the marketing on Tomb Raider, and that is really respectable. If they want to see Tomb Raider first on Xbox One, I don't judge them. I don't judge them. It's their thing. But again, the Activision is just because they're really money hoarding. Because you know Activision, you know how they want to sell the stuff. You know, if you look all of the games they're selling nowadays, it's mostly Skylanders and Call of Duty they're selling the most, you know, copies on. And if you look at both of those games, it is actually, you know, microtransaction, DLC hoarding, and buying extra figures to unlock new levels in a game you already bought for like $500, but you need to buy each figure for... Okay, did I just say $500? I actually meant 500 Danish kroner, which is around 60 bucks. But anyway, if you use 60 bucks on a game and so on from the... Okay, not 60 bucks, what I'm talking... I'm talking about 100 bucks. I'm sorry about that. $100. And if you want to spend $100 here in Denmark, which is the price, and from there you need to buy, you know, figures for around $20 for, you know, a figure with water focus space abilities and all that to unlock a new level. What is the point behind that? Where is that, you know, the game where you just bought them and you had the whole game in that, on that disc? You know, I know time has changed a lot since I was a kid, but still, it is really rare nowadays you actually found a full completed game, you know. And if you take Wolfenstein, the New Order, there was some rumors about DLC for the game, and I was like, oh no, don't make that call, you know, don't make that call. That is a single player based experience. If you need to make a DLC or expand, you just make a new game instead, okay? But they're really going the wrong way, and Advanced Warfare, I really love the game, even though people are saying it's horrible. But if you look beside the multiplayer and look at the single player and zombies and all that, I'm getting off topic here with my local Gamestop. I'm really sorry about that. If you want to hear my opinions about the gaming industry in general, just leave a comment down there. And remember, don't judge me on my opinions, because I respect other people's opinions as well. Because hey, I'm a fucking ghost hunter, you know. I hunt ghosts for a living, right? And yeah. That's just actually just my local story for my... Again, I said local story. What is with me local story? Me local magaka. But this is my story for my local GameStop, and I think this is going the wrong way if you don't make a change. So this is where the gamers should unite, you know, all the PC master race and all that shit going on with that tweets and hashtags and all the PC master race. And then from, you know, PlayStation and Xbox, we need to unite and say to the companies, fuck you, we're not your guinea pigs. We want justice. We want the Batman. My time is up, you subscribers. Hope you had a wonderful time with this story, and expect more from this little series we will start on this channel. And see you next time on Gamestop, and have a nice day. Bye bye. Bye bye. Boo.